Okay, so this video is Blackthorn's. He uploaded this for the guild. I have yet to watch this. So this is the guild deep desert forward station. The base. It's in the PvE section, I believe, of the deep desert. I believe this is a rundown of like the base build, what the plans are for the deep desert, for those who are going to be contributing, all that good stuff. So I have my big base back in the Haga Basin, which has its own base building series, which is where we're putting a bunch of T6 production facilities back in Haga Basin. But then there's the forward station as well for the people who want to contribute to the deep desert like T6 grind, looking for titanium and all that good stuff. So we're gonna watch this video. I have not watched it yet, and then after we watch this video, we're gonna go to Arakeen, do some quick exchange stuff, and then we're gonna go to the deep desert and visit the guild base in person. So let's take a look at this.
Hey guys, Blackthorn here. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the Deep Desert Base, how it works, what's going on out here. Let's start off with the interior, and then we'll go to the exterior. So, landing pad, as you can see, plenty big enough for whatever we bring out here. Jin was out here earlier. He was able to fit his Scout 2. 2 assaults can fit, no problem. Yeah, hangar's plenty big. When you come in the hangar, there's a water cistern here. Feel free to grab some water if you need it. This is the only cistern in the base as of now.
Shouldn't need more than that one for now.
This storage container, so this one is going to be used for any building materials for the base itself. So anything we can use to build lights, more structure components, decorations. This is also where our stuff can go for base materials like fuel cells for the generators, particulate filters for the wind traps. We can put all that stuff in here. And this is on its own circuit, so nothing pulls from this chest. As far as refining goes. So you can use either staircase, there's one on either side.
T6 production.
I love the lighting in here because it actually works since there's not a lot of shadows.
See ya, JP.
This is our main thing here. We do have a buggy. This buggy can mine everything but the tier 6 resources just because we don't have the upgraded cut array. You'll see when we fly around, but this is a really big island, so I brought the buggy over here. Okay, so general rundown of this room. You come in here, this is like the R&R room. We've got recycler, repair station, a survival fab for survey probes, filters, lights, things like that. This chest here will be our emergency chest. So you come out here, you forget leader johns, forget a compactor, need some heal kits or fuel cells. I'm gonna put some welding wire in here too. But this is where you can find it. This is also on its own circuit. Feel free to contribute.
Yeah, I can
take
some
something,
cells.
Do your best effort to replace it, just like normal guild rules.
I have plenty of excess. I can take this.
So in here, this is basically how this room works. This chest on the right, this is our raw materials. So you have your titanium ore, which is extremely heavy, stravidium, and spice sand. That's all going to go in here. We can also put tier 6 mats in here, like the plasteel plates, fiber, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then from that chest, deposit whatever you need in that chest, raw materials, spice refiner, spice melange, right here. So it's 100 spice sand, 750 water per melange. We need a lot of melange.
Yes, we do.
Tons of it.
Yes.
So
a never-ending supply of melange.
Yes, a medium spice refiner is heavy on the list because it makes this process much more efficient. Both the water cost and the sand cost go down. This will create melange, and it will create residue. Your stravidium mass, once you deposit it in the chest, come up to the medium chem refinery. Stravidium fiber, right here. Takes 3 mass, 100 water. This is by far the cheapest part of this refining process, is the stravidium fiber. I actually need to set this so this goes back into circuit 1. Then once you do the fiber, come over here, all the way down at the bottom, plastanium ingots. So this will take the ore, the titanium ore, and the stravidium fiber, and a metric bucket load of water to make 1 plastanium ingot. Now you notice I have all these filled up, so anything you produce in these refiners will automatically deposit into this chest. This chest will fill up with our completed mats. Put the residue in there.
And I gotta
This will automatically fill up with our completed materials. And at the end of every week, I'll take everything out of here that's in here, and I will take it back to Haga Basin. So, that is that. That is basically everything in this base so far. Obviously, as we get materials, we can upgrade this base. A large ore refiner to make the plastanium cheaper, and a larger spice refiner to make spice cheaper are high on the priority list for this base. Now, let's go ahead and go up top again.
So that's where essentially my base comes into play.
Around.
Is every week at the end of the week, stuff gets pulled
we
out,
are in
brought
Sector
back,
C6.
probably jumped into the
it's nice and central.
Facilities
you know,
at my base.
If you're doing an A row farm, or even if you want to come all the way up to like an E row to look for stravidium and titanium, this is like basically dead center in the PvE zone. So it's accessible to everyone. It is about maybe a 3-minute flight to get to and from the exit zone. So you just come in your middle zone, fly straight here. Get my scout here, fly up. So here's the top of the base. We've got all our fuel generation, we've got all our generators up here on the top, and these will wrap all the way around. So we have plenty of space for fuel expansion. We've got our 2 large wind traps at the top. I may add some small ones, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how the water situation plays out. So this is our island. It's pretty big. I mean, this is a really big island for oh, there's a worm over there. This is a really big island for the deep desert. Now, yeah, nothing's respawned yet because I've been farming these, but right here, there is a titanium node right here. So call us little node campers if you want. I actually did not know that was there. Why am I running on fumes already? That's gnarly.
Blackthorn. I fucking love it. We're node campers.
We come over here to this island. There is somebody over here. This is our only neighbor that I can find.
Oh, that's fucking
Boosters
hilarious.
on a scout, by the way, make you go very fast. And while your booster is active... Wait, this is not the right island, actually. I have not scouted this island yet, but this is a PvP zone. That's why that little control point's there. So I've been kind of trying to avoid it. So let's come over here. See what's going on over here. Yes, this is the big crater island, so I call it. So this is where our only neighbor is. He's down in this crater here. From what I can tell, there's only 1 titanium node on this island, and it is right up here. You can see the little, right there, titanium node. There might be more here. I haven't like thoroughly checked it or anything. Over here,
Well, this just goes to show you too that they've expanded. There's way more T6 nodes
on this
now
island.
That's right. Somewhere in T6 Alpha is cursing us for node camping.
Again, they may not have respawned yet. Doesn't look like they have. But over here is a Stravidium node. I think it spawns right there. And then over here is a Titanium node over in this area somewhere. And again, there might be more on this island too. I haven't like thoroughly checked anything out yet because I was just working on the base. Jen was a huge help today, kind of helping me scout these islands out and helping me finish the base. And of course, there might be some more on some of these small outcroppings. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't know how safe it is to take the buggy out here. I'm not sure how bad the worm aggro is. It doesn't seem bad. I did stop at this flower sand field earlier, and I was able to go a pretty long time without getting any worm aggro. But yeah, that's basically it. This is our base. This is our little island. We have it all to ourselves for now, anyway. This is where we're gonna be all week. And another good thing about being in the middle is you can hover up here and look around. You can see spice flows all around in the PvE zone, and you'll also see crash ships coming down. For like, I mean, zones away, you can see this stuff. So we are in the perfect position to just kind of monitor, scout, recon, keep an eye out, farm some labs, you know, get some materials, and yeah, I'm basically going to be out here all week. So if anyone wants to come visit, feel free. It's open to everyone. And yeah, so, and yeah, anything that's, like I said, anything here is going to go back to Haga, so Ren can start building our T6, you know, T6
Production facilities.
fabricators.
Yeah, I gotta
don't plan
sort
on
that out.
having any tier 6 fabricators out here, besides maybe the survival fabricator. So this is strictly refining for now. Strictly refining, and it may just stay like that.
That's probably the smart
We
thing
will
to
see.
do.
We'll see how this works, and we'll see what we need to do going forward from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
Cool.
Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in game and on Discord.
All right, so thank you, Blackthorn, for putting all that together. So that is our guild's deep desert base, and that's currently the plan. So that is what's being set up in the deep desert. So what I have been working on here, if you've been paying attention to the base building videos, and what we did, let me get back into the game here. I'm gonna tab back over. This is what got built not was this yesterday or the day before? I think this. I can't remember when this was. Day before, because I took yesterday off. Whenever this was, I don't remember. This is what was set up the other day to house the entire refinement facility. So, as an example, one of the things that will be getting built over here is, oh, I gotta get my construction tool out. Is as an example down here. We will be putting one of these massive, large. Hang on. Did we? Are we having?